Grand Rising, it's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and welcome back. So I was just watching a little clip on the media about Miss Jackson, and Ted Cruz was on, I think, the 𝘍𝘢𝘤 show, or leavened bread, unleavened bread. I don't know why. Okay, y'all, words just be coming out. They just come out, okay? I don't even know why. Maybe somebody know why, okay? So again, and like I said, I be paying attention a little bit more now. And I feel like even right now, before I was about to do this video, these are energies. Okay, there's energies attached to these people. See, that's why I feel like they can't understand. They don't know. They're trying to see what is about to come out this woman's mouth next. Because it feels like they think they all on the chopping block here. And I feel like it's because of the cover-up. It's because people wasn't being real in the first place. And that's why we're where we are now. A lot of people do wear masks, but I feel like Sekhmet energy has the power to remove those masks when she goes within or reduces the silence. Or when she gets in, like they try to embarrass or try to slander, she just gets stronger. It's kind of like killing with kindness is what they should know when it comes to Sekhmet energy. It means that she needs to be honored in the way that I feel like this is what happened with these empresses and these queens and things that threw me. These men tried to dishonor them instead of honoring them, and always try to bring lesser women amongst them and put them above them. Now, mind you, there are 4 men that have come in my life that, the way that they treated me, even when I feel like, at that age when I started to date, there's this thing when your father see you dating, you know what I'm saying? He got some kind of animosity or he got some kind of something, okay? And maybe this is just in certain cultures or groups. And we didn't grow up with our culture and our things laid out in front of us. It's like we go to school in the Clareport. You know what I'm saying? Life lessons or the earth or nature is our teacher. And so again, when, these signs and symbols that run the world in movies and scripts and lyrics and all that. No, that's what I was saying about that big main frequency that flows through it all. You see what I'm saying? That works with all these people, like that works with us on a global scale. It can transcend between dimensions and people and, things like this, okay? But it's almost like, again, play that role of a right hand or a wife of, this God energy, okay? I don't know, it gives you, but I feel like, again, the more powerful ones are put to sleep or are restricted from seeing certain things, okay? It's like if things would have been handled accordingly, I would not have to be out of pocket. So it's almost like even having a job to do one thing, but one may even think it's ADD, but it's just like an expression through these stories and through these things and through these. I'm hearing that like something about like in these lyrics is gold mines, and somebody's trying to take my mind. You know what I'm saying? The thing about me is when it comes to ancestors, guides, just like angels in the outfield, fallen angels, all kind of angels, whoever it is, I can learn something from any of these people. So if they took the time and liberty out to leave me some kind of message and some kind of storyline movie or something, I don't know. Because I feel like somebody knew that I was going to be like a blind justice person or a blind God. So again, that's the perfect card that we pulled earlier. Okay, so this must correlate with that video. Okay, the clip that I just told you with Ted Cruz and on the 𝘍𝘢𝘤 show, or Levin, I think it's 𝘍𝘢𝘤. Okay, all right, because even these word scrambles is kind of like leaven or unleavened bread. Sometimes I'm just speaking like that, and sometimes y'all know when I'm going around and about, that's more fluffed up. It's the salt or whatever is added. Okay. I feel like this is somebody trying to control how I'm going to do it. And since so many people are trying to kind of have control over the Empress, or again, that pent up energy, like even the Pentagon energy. See, it's all just making sense to me. Okay. So with all of these men pressing on this, it's not going to break. But if you were handling it with care, like you do these other bitches that spread their legs, and I'm talking to people that's down low and above, okay, then you would get better, you would get a more better outcome. I don't know about nobody else, but from me. So I don't understand why everybody else think that they can know how to handle me. Because again, I feel like these men are, some of these men that in these energies that I'm sensing here is, you know, I feel like they trying to threaten me like with deportation or something, but it's like, I am motherfucking America. Like, no, what are you talking about? So again, it just, to me, like I said, it's because these people have known, and everybody's scrambling. That's that Five of Wands that I'm picking up on. They're all scrambling because they're trying to see who's going to be ousted out, who does it, but they know, right? Because I think they were talking about the lady in these charges or whatever that she's lenient on. But I started thinking about this, okay? If somebody's trying to call somebody Satan and there's a real Satan, okay, but you're trying to lift up one negative, okay, all right, say this. Say these men or whatever, like in Revelations, is trying to get together to get rid of this woman, okay? They need to confuse the language, okay? But the thing is, nobody's not going to be able to grasp this. It's only a certain group or two or a small group of people that can grasp what I'm saying most of the time, okay? Today, a lot of people might be able to grasp it, okay? So I'm just thinking Satan against Satan, okay? Right? So I feel like this is like somebody trying to switch destinies. They're trying to take somebody out of the lower realms that seem to be in the higher realm. Get what I'm saying here? This is somebody that's an idol that has been created, that has been exalted throughout this time recent now to look more prominent than another person. The reason why they want to take the God energy, okay, that is always going to be, or that Christ energy, and bury it is because they love this woman really. They want to keep her under their wraps. They want to have control. They want to be able to go on to that mountain whenever they want to, okay? So again, that's this other energy of somebody calling this other woman out that came up off of the bloodline or came up off of the being passion fruit and has transformed herself, her skin color, her nose, her face, her lips, you know, to exceed in this type of beauty or whatever, so she can be put on that pedestal. And so they want to take God, so they want to take the Godhead or the cornerstone that the builders rejected and put it down below, because now it's the caged bird that's actually singing. The caged bird is the star. The caged bird is the star of the show. It's the star that we pulled earlier that the hermit had in his holding up in his cage, keeping a close eye on it. And then at the end of the day, Solomon, or a version of Solomon, lost that light, okay? Combustion, okay? But I feel like this is not with the ancestors and the guides and the people that's coming up on this plane right now, okay? That's not what they saying. These are the real gods. They are pointing out the fact of what these people are trying to do from on high. We see what they doing, okay? So they want to hurry up and take the Godhead or the world card star Empress energy and place it down below where nobody, you know, because it's been put up on a pedestal, okay? This person has been put up on a pedestal. So I think they even came together to want to try to assassinate or kill this man, because they know that her heart belongs to that man. But these other men also enjoy her company, and they want to act like they haven't been at least hovering over or coming towards or playing with or whatever the mountain, okay? Mount Seer is what I'm going to call her, okay? The oracle, the highest one in the room, okay? Listen, no sirens. So what they're trying to hurry up and do before she starts to sing too much is to put her under and bring this other, okay, they want to take Unchained, because this is what this channel used to be called, American Aborigines Unchained, okay? And I changed it to American Empress Unchained. So they want to take Unchained, right? The one that freed the minds of the people, okay? And they want to place her, they don't want her freeing no more minds when it comes to this shit. So they want to put her under, and they want to go ahead and unpack this shit that's just new to the game and put this up there on this pedestal like as if that's where the fuck it came from. Cut it out, okay? Cut it out. That's my Joey from fucking Full House, you know, energy, okay? I see what they doing. So again, it's also making me think about that tethering energy. Why do I feel tethered to this Jackson energy? But again, is that my higher, is that the me? You know, something is strange here. Okay, something is strange here. Is that a one of me that I'm fighting against in that position? You get what I'm saying? I'm wondering if that's even a mothering energy, but I don't know her because something about my childhood may be mysterious here. Okay? Now, this could be like mothering as a caretaker because I feel like some of us have always had these people, these visitors, these beings, these around us. I don't know why someone wanted me to say sentient, but I don't even think that would be making sense of what I'm saying because I'm not a scholar. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, again, it comes back to that hope that they feel like this person is coming to ruin everybody, but it's still just to bring order to the court. Okay? And to start with that, somebody, one of these gods or one of these masculines, okay? Again, and it's almost like this female energy that's within me, like, you know what I'm saying, is she is like, I birthed these motherfuckers. I birthed you. It's almost like that energy of the mother goddess that birthed gods or kings or emperors or pharaohs or whatever, and then they end up coming against her. Once she starts to wake up, or whatever tricks and stuff them and their girlfriends been doing to her all this time, it starts to fade away and she starts to wake up. But I feel like there's also a masculine, it's always going to come back to that first sense of consummation. I don't know what could have happened prior to that in the ether or something like that, but I'm just saying the first one that was a mutual thing here, okay? The Twin Towers taken down. I'm trying to think about the setup even in the room, the nights that could have happened, how everything was set up. So something else that was going on 9/11, maybe another harvest that, okay, so they're afraid of me saying this, but I'm just saying, if you could, and why wouldn't somebody come to me and say, hey, the stuff that you're talking about, maybe you don't know or whatever. No, they're going to let me talk because they think it's going to make me burn, but it's not going to do nothing but turn that fire right around and throw it at their ass because people was not being real. They try to set the empress up to fall. It's the same thing when they say in the Bible that they tried to do all these things to get Jesus to say something wrong so they can persecute. It don't operate like that. The shit is within me now. You see what I'm saying? So you can't do that. But I feel like these people are saying that somebody's lenient on these people that did these crimes, but these are other men, and maybe these men did hold back. And maybe that's why. So this is what I'm looking at, or these feminines or masculines. Maybe they did hold back from getting involved with anything. And that's why they're saying that this may be like unfair treatment. And then it's the boys that I'm sitting here looking at this bee on my wall, okay? And maybe the boys that is that needed the extra tenderness or the extra kindness from the mother because she knew she had some kind of faith in them that one day they was going to do something right, okay? But it's like that some people may feel like there's some favoritism, but I feel like they're not looking at the fact that somebody has also been manipulated. That's sad. That's sad to take and try to manipulate a situation with a being that is come here to help, and somebody trying to get their hands on it to try to use it for bad, to use that essence or that power for bad. And other people sit there and look on. It's kind of sad, and they don't have nothing to say unless it feels like it's something that's going to do something to them, okay? Personally. Ouch. But yeah, I've always been like fair and bad. But then again, like I told you, there's a level of confusion that's coming along with this that's going on here because people are not providing the full evidence. And that's what I want to get to. For anybody to be able to be considered to be looking at a case or something. And that's why I'm hearing like somebody got split personalities, okay? But not necessarily, okay? Some of us are just set up. Oh my goodness. This is getting deep. I ain't going to go that deep. So I feel like some people are trying to make claims that some people know more about what they're saying than they're saying, but it's in all actuality, some people are just actually waking up. So it's so funny how everybody is trying to battle on the mass media against the woke community. When again, I thought I was woke 10 years ago. I thought I was woke 5 years ago. I thought I was woke a year ago. I thought I was woke 6 months ago. And something keep pulling me back and saying, oh no, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Until, I mean, it's like what? Okay. So again, but I know one thing been consistent is this masculine. I don't know how the fuck he do it, but he, I feel like, he's somewhere in this dimension and I'm somewhere, but he left little breadcrumbs or messages in the bottle. Okay. And I feel like what he telling me is crystal fucking clear now. Okay. You're getting better is what he's saying. And that's who I look to. Just because these other ones are here, and that's what I'm saying. This is making me think again that these people try to hurry up and send this person to the front line for he could be killed or sent away or something because they want the empress. This is somebody's. Remember, that whole storyline has to do with somebody else's wife. But really, in this instance, it's not somebody else's wife. He can approach her because it's his wife. It's actually his wife. They don't want him to know that it's his wife. Actually, it's his wife. And she's the only real wife, legal, legit wife. And I feel like even up to the point of officers and lawyers and people in politics, something to do with this money, they all know what it is. Entertainment industry, they all fucking know what it is. And that's why they trying to do what the fuck they trying to do to this empress. Because they have crumbled, and it's not even really out of hate. I don't even think it's out of hate and spite and all that, because they still want to tap into the interest on another plane, okay? They just don't want what they see here, possibly, okay? But this masculine that's in the background, or that's in the heart or the deep core of this, whether they try to kill him or not, is always going to be an attachment there. So it's almost like, boys, or it's almost like, share. Yeah. Just like you shared, you're going to have to share. You're going to have to be nice to each other. I feel like it has to do with greed. This situation here has to do with greed and betrayal, lies, and deceit. Because they didn't think that something was going to, they didn't think, and this is that lion possibly, okay, that they trying to get to rile up. This may be the Lion of Judah. This might be the lion, whatever. Call her, whatever you want to call it. But this is what I feel like. This is the real lion, the one that was asleep tonight, the other day, okay? But there's some fire or desire or something behind her. I told you, it's something that need to be, it's something, okay? Yeah, the goddess of the hot. This is what people gonna get, the real, okay? And that's just what it is, okay? But let me, something in my throat. My God. It's almost like Betty Wright. Like these people, it's the people I grew up with, I'm doing it for. Even if they never try to do nothing really for me. You see what I'm saying? The people that been around me. I'm doing this for the people that was there with me in the beginning. Okay? Even the people around me now that really were maybe not, always there in the future. But what? It's like one time to do it for myself. And that's anything that has something to do with something that is going to be elevating or pleasurable or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like this whole thing about like that Betty Wright song, Make Me a Woman, or even I think Estelle, or is it Chrisette Michelle, for Making Me a Woman, okay? Yeah, because I feel like this is like a collective energy of women that have been used in this manner here, okay? So I feel like this could have to do with sixth God energy and an awakening here. Even Kundalini in different layers and different people that are supposed to come in at different times that help you elevate until you become full circle. But what I see here is a woman standing here by herself. And I feel like whatever this is, it's like a pivoting point. Somebody wants, it's almost like some energy wants to push me into a situation where I will be codependent on a man. And I don't want that ever again, okay? And I think somebody knows that. And so it's almost like to push me out in the cold so another man can come and swoop me up. And I'm like, no. Matter of fact, there's some abundance and there's some shit. And what I want somebody to do is let me know and show me how to get that or get that back, okay? So I can go ahead and move on and then choose wisely what I want to do. Nobody should have to come out of the situation that some of these women, okay, are coming out of and have to be forced into something here, okay? It's almost like I got to be single for a while. They can't control me, okay? So again, she says, goddess of the hot desert sun and plague and chaos and war and healing. She was created from the fire of the sun god Ra's eye. So this make me think about the apple of somebody's eye. This also make me think about somebody seeing something from the reason why, and that's the thing that I'm saying. I had to fight for this. So the reason why it's such a fiery energy is because, like I said, I feel like all these other women, they may not have been put on the mainstream, the main light or the main pedestal, because that is the Empress's place, right? But they were treated some kind of way where they could come into their healing, they can do these things, and they would be, at ease when they do these things, while they're healing or helping other heal publicly, when they come present themselves on YouTube or whatever, because this is what we're talking about. They're going to look some kind of way, all healed and welled and put together and everything like this. They didn't have to suffer the suffering I feel that the Empress had to. While she was put up there on that pedestal, it turned into more of a spectacle and a mocking, like a way to mock her and to, tear her down, as if to show her that she's not that good as you think you are, and to have her actually struggle and the little things that she did have in her life, to take them away, to bring her down to naught and see if she can still be as fabulous or as amazing as she fucking is. All right. Will that help dwindle her down? Will that, subdue her? Okay. So yeah, but I feel like there's something inside of this energy that attracts that God. Mind, body, and soul. Wow. And it's the only person that ever really, wow. And so, okay, I probably shouldn't talk no more, because I feel like what they telling me right now is that this kind of behavior is what's pissing off. This kind of behavior might be what has this masculine crawling back into a rock and running the other way. But it might be too deep or too, okay, and maybe this also type of energy is having these other gods feel some kind of way. And she's just looking for a peace deal. She's trying to figure out what this is that, what is the final piece? How do we tweak it? But I was talking about this when I'm talking about, okay, see, something just keep drawing me over there. We're not trying to go there. We're talking about fair and balanced. How can anything be fair and balanced if all of the evidence is not being presented equally to or fully to the people that are involved? Like, these are people that want you to go out like a lawyer or what is there? Lawyer, prosecutor, judge. Okay. It's like they want the judge to go out there and find all the evidence, but that's not how it works. That's why they have these other people do those particular things, to present it to this judge, have it all together and present it to this judge so they can make a fair and accurate. But if somebody is in confusion, you got these men pulling on you in the energy justice system, all these things, politics and everything, everybody trying to hide, cover up, do this things, change this, multiply this, it's just too much. You're never even, how are you even going to say anything when you never really, so I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay. You never presented anything. I feel like this is what the case is. With things that have been hidden in the dark for so long and they're coming to light now. And these behaviors that have been, so it's not to end people, it's to end certain infrastructures and constructs and, things of that nature. Old ways that people have been doing stuff, that have been manipulating it to benefit certain groups of people and not others for a very long time. It's about somebody that can be hurt in doing all these things, but see other things that people didn't see as well and be able to bring some kind of justice to something here. Okay? And see corruption. And then I feel like this is another reason why some of these people in these groups or this family or this whatever clan or whatever don't want somebody around, because this person is going to, they feel like they don't fit in or is going to be too goody two shoes, but it's not even that energy. It's what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Okay? And it's about being fair and balanced at the end of the day. And so when they were talking about in here that somebody took and plucked out her most choices, moist. Okay. All right, y'all. Her moist. Okay. Somebody wants me to say that, I guess. All right. Her most choices men. That's when I feel like the corruption, most of this high corruption began. When they took out her choices men. This lets me know that whatever's going on is not all of this is by choice. Somebody wants you to feel like it's choice because they want you to feel not good enough so you can go back into a depression, and all these men and women and all these people in these different positions can feed off of you. Or me. So friends and family have been replaced, or their mental or something has been already altered a long time ago to allow demons to infiltrate their bodies and allow you to be attached. And this is only for a certain group, okay? Maybe even only 2 people, all right? To allow so that also if you were good and you were good, people say, oh, it's how you was raised. Yes, you're a product of your environment. But also if your environment is sick. Ooh, what was that Chappelle said? Okay. Maybe it's if somebody is not I can't remember, but basically saying that if somebody is not sick or something like that, then maybe it's the environment. You see what I'm saying? Huh. Yeah. So, like, I see dead people, okay? But to enter into the kingdom of God, you have to be as a child. So again, you have to be able, so kids see ghosts. So again, that's why I'm saying, like, there's no limit to, like, whatever somebody trying to say. It ain't gonna even matter to me, like I said. I got to see the proof that this motherfucker did something wrong first. I kept been trying to think, why am I so, usually if I'm gravitated to somebody like this and I want to fight for them and I feel like they fighting for me, it's something genuine about that. If it feel one-sided, then something is wrong. Okay? And so, yeah. So I feel like there's not enough proof been given to me that these choices masculines I feel that have been taken out of my garden, okay, have done anything. There's no factual, okay? This is almost somebody just trying to control the narrative because they can. And also to try to dirty the Empress while it's in the process so that they can get rid of her and again, place her somewhere in the lower on the scale and take her off that pedestal that God, can't nobody but God remove that person off that pedestal. But I feel like, again, I'm here, fill my mind up with ideas. Now somebody, when I said that, because I told y'all, whatever I like, somebody make sure they ruin it or they go behind and try to change it or take that out because she's enjoying that in the game, whatever the fuck it would be. Okay. So for any happiness, any enjoyment, anything, it's almost like somebody saying till you come back to me, or basically it's me or nothing. Like, I feel like it's that kind of energy. So this God that's saying that angrily, like I would not do that even if somebody did me wrong, right? But I feel like that one of these gods would though. Send in all those people that I've been having to sit up worrying all night because I don't want certain energies coming around me at night because it's already been projected by these readers and by other people that may be what's going on, even though I can't see. And I feel like it's sad because somebody knows what they did to bind or blind me. They know what but again, like that girl in The Stand, I think it was the X-Men, The Stand. It was what that teacher did. And, she didn't mean to kill him. I don't think she really did. I think it was just the powers were taking over. Okay? So even this could be that energy of the divine masculine. Shares that same type of power that girl had, okay? And actually accidentally killed me. And I might have the same energy, or I might be able to do the same to him. So that's why I'm trying to be careful with my words here. But this abusive nature of children is also, I don't think, talking about child pornography. I feel like this is talking about spying on individuals as we're coming into the kingdom. Like that's Satan's tactics. And when it works for him, it's okay. But when it shows his hand, then it's a problem. Okay? And I do feel like this might be somebody that didn't dabble, right? Didn't get close enough to dabble or was too scared to touch someone. Okay? And that could be touching your mind, your spirit, your soul. It doesn't have to be physical touch, okay? Or to get in touch, all right? I think this is while we're being monitored, somebody taking it too far, okay? Is what I'm talking about. And it's so funny how I was drawn to speaking that, talking just like freestyling earlier with that energy. And then I said, ain't nobody got the right to watch me but God. But it's true because, again, God, well, I'm just figuring like, okay, because that would be my okay, it's weird, okay? Or even me as us sharing the same soul or something. And so, like, I feel like where this person went wrong is by showing it to somebody else or something. Or allowing other people to have access to somebody in that light. And maybe they didn't do it. Maybe somebody else did it and trying to blame it on this. Whatever this is, I know it goes back to the core stem energy, that this energy segment is like, I could just see the energy like traveling through the, fucking deserts with her claws looking and raking to see where this masculine is. But I feel like anyways, it's saying if you go into the desert, if anyone tell you that I'm in the desert, that I'm not there or this and that. So again, it makes me feel like this is him crying out to me, telling me that he's maybe locked up or something and they won't let him out, or something else is going on here. A mental prison, brainwashing, something here. And this is maybe somebody that has higher authority over him, supposedly and allegedly. Okay? This is somebody that found out probably and brainwashed this person and took. This could be somebody that been low-key cuffing God's wife. And he had to sit there and watch it because of whatever. And maybe even this person is going to be manipulated for a trade or something to either have his livelihood or have his wife back. Okay. So maybe that's where these last names and these people and these individuals are coming in at. Like these coat of arms that I was talking about, okay? And these last names. Because I told y'all, those names in that they stand out, but I can't tell which ones are good or bad. But I'm pretty sure people, by hearing those names, could tell who's who. If they're on the other side, I can't see what's going on. All I can do is get what I get from the ether and what I get from the ancestors. What I get from within. So this could be somebody's boss. As I'm looking at this C on the wall here, okay? But that's a hard one because there's at least 4 coat of arms with the C that I'd be concerned about. Oh, 5 or 6 actually. That's a last initial, definitely. But this may not even be these people's real names. You see what I'm saying? Something is going on here. Somebody may have to make a decision. You know what? And it's almost like an ancestor uncle, like an Uncle Scar energy came in. And maybe I thought, he was being bogus or whatever by presenting this energy, this thing, this whatever, as like a Marilyn Monroe kind of energy here. But that's before I knew who she was. So I feel like to cease this war in heaven, there's something that's supposed to happen here. Okay? And I don't even know why I'm seeing like Bridgerton or something like that. But I feel like there's something that has to happen of that nature in order to kindle this, like whatever, this flame or this fire or whatever that's going on. Okay. And maybe that's why I put up that let it burn. Because I don't always know everything about what I'm putting up. But sometimes, it's like a pin board or like a scrapbook is what my Instagram is. Okay. So, yeah. But I feel like this God is like, I don't want to share my, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to share her with everybody. But, also that's me fighting back and using my gifts in order to say, okay, well then let's nip this shit in the bud then. Do what the fuck we got to do. But it's not really good for this person because, again, this person is surrounded by these people on a day-to-day basis. But it's not good for me either because they probably know where the fuck I live. And they come probably fucking with me at night. So, I don't know. But we definitely talking about some old other shit here. Okay? And it lets you know, too, that, again, somebody can't be that bad because of all the people that somebody dealt with as a friend, a companion, a one-night stand, a long-term relationship. There's a lot of women out there that can contest to this, that most of the men will come back to you. Or will see you again and say, damn, I seen you still was looking good or something like this. That's almost how you know you got a good woman. If other men still want to deal with her after they done dealt with her. In whatever way, even if it's a friend or even if it's, your best friend's boyfriend or something like that. If he still say, hey, girl, how you doing? And really ain't no shady shit behind it. That's a good woman. If your friends come around asking about her, she a good one. I don't know how to, I don't be around that many people. So, but I feel like these are things that just, should be said. So, again, and that can also probably show you if witchcraft or sorcery or some kind of spell or blood work is being done over you or something like that. A lot of times, women that like to feed people or feed a lot of people, you have to be fucking careful because sometimes there's shit up in there that you don't know about. Sometimes you might, it might have been okay at one point, but then that's why I don't like to eat just anybody damn food no more. You don't know. We're not dealing with something happened 9/11 that was bigger than just 9/11. I'm telling you that right now. But there's not, I feel like whatever, if this is some form of judgment that's going on in the air or anything like this, there's not enough evidence being presented to me to make a clear judgment on anything. That's why this is so ridiculous to me. They feel like this is a lose-lose situation. What they're going to just try to do is prove that I'm crazy or something, along with help of the family or whatever, to take somebody down because we're dealing with a not of fucking people, okay? And all they know about is, again, money or greed or whatever. Recklessness. Like, this is what these people operate on. You know, it's making me think about that other movie. I think Will Smith, I think just him and his son was the survivors. But could you imagine that, though? If you see how empty it looked, could you imagine that, though? If there were no survivors, but they seem to be survivors? Because you see bodies walking around. Ooh. Something about Brad Pitt, okay? Oh, Pitts. Oh, listen, I think that's the first person that I claimed was my husband, my celebrity husband. And I didn't even really realize that last name. Wow. Okay. You know what? And I wonder if me pulling out my blades and going at the higher ups, was that just that? Something that's deeper within, a godlike quality being activated, the breath of God or that wrath of God. Because it's something unjust. I feel like something very unjust happened to this person at some point in time, being above, and I was below. And sometime throughout the seasons and seasons, me and this person have been trying to get back to so to think that this person just is gone because of something, like, you out your mind. That motherfucker better recreate. Somebody better make that motherfucker right back how he was. And present that motherfucker to me. I'm telling you, it's something is going on right here, and I don't even know what it is. It's like I will choose. And it's almost like, and you could just sit there and wait your motherfucking turn. You see what I'm saying? That's what it feels like right now. Because I feel like these people have plenty of time. It's been about 2 years I've been sitting here, spent my time on whatever this is, trying to unravel this with no assistance, except for from the angels or the angels in the outfield or even fallen angels. And I believe them angels fail because they know exactly who God is. And these people trying to take somebody else and put that person in there. And I think that sometimes at this point, maybe they thought they hated me, but no, they don't like this God. That they this idol God that they done placed up in front of me or before me. That one might fit in more materialistic and socially. Okay? But if I had the same leg up as that person had, it's a wrap. And it feels like that. In the bathroom, in that little bathroom. So it's almost like this person saying, if I let you say something first, then nobody else ain't gonna have shit to say. So I feel like that's what energy this is here. I mean, maybe we're just clearing the air here. I don't know. Making the path something here. Because, I feel like whatever it is, I had to go through more of it than anybody, but maybe because I had more connection. Okay. I don't know. Where's the pink one? To this particular guy. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta go.